Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today is officially day 6 of Vlogmas and I'm still doing it. I haven't slipped up yet and I'm filming this video today. I have another video that'll be ready for tomorrow. I have another video that's gonna be ready by Sunday. I'm really trying to get this done, and it helps that I have Justin when it comes to editing all of my videos. He's been literally a lifesaver for all of this. So thanks Justin, shout out to you, even though I'm the one editing this, and I see a smudge print, so let me wipe that. Okay, it's probably not the best approach to cleaning a lens. This isn't necessarily a depressing video because a lot of times in December I get really weird and I don't know how to talk, or I don't know how to be happy, or I don't know how to do any of those things. But today I'm actually feeling good. Like I'm having moments of fleeting sadness, but for the most part I feel pretty okay. And I thought that it would be interesting to talk about some of the things that I've been through in life and why December is difficult. And if you've been here a long time, it's something we talk about basically every year. I thought it would be interesting to talk about it when this is actually the most sane I think I've ever felt in December. Every year I try to do Vlogmas and it goes really bad because after 7 days, after 3 days, after, I don't know what my track record is, but after a specific amount of time, I get really depressed. And I get really depressed because this is the month that my mom passed away. She passed away on December 20th, 2011. 5 days before Christmas. And so every year, we're going on 7 years now, and every year I think that it's going to be easier, and I think that I'm going to feel better, and that I don't know, because in November I feel fine, you know what I mean? Thanksgiving isn't really a holiday that I celebrated, that me and my mom really celebrated, but Christmas was our thing. I might get emotional through this, but that's okay. Randomly in December, and I never know when it's gonna hit, I could think that everything is going fine, I will be struck by depression. Some call it seasonal depression. I've had depression my whole life, so I just think it's depression. It started last night. I'd had a bad day. Don't get me wrong, I had a series of unfortunate events. I dropped off my dogs at the groomers, and then I saw a guy in front of the dog groomers letting his dog take a shit, and I was like, oh, he's gonna be a good Samaritan and he's gonna clean up the dog poop. So I forgot about it, and as I was walking out, I stepped in that massive pile of Schnauzer, you know, standard size dog shit. And I got in my car and I'm like, did Duke poop in the car? Did Prince poop in the car? What's going on? And I'm looking around and I look at my bottom of my shoe, and it's my nice white Nikes that I love and I take such good care of, covered in shit. And I'm like, this sucks, you know, it's now smeared on the bottom of my my carpet. This is me just kind of doing therapy with you guys. So I'm like, that's really unfortunate. And I continue to drive because I'm gonna pull over so that I could like rub my foot in grass or cement and get the poop out. So as I'm driving and getting ready to pull over, there's a biker coming at me like at a relatively fast pace. Like he's like pedaling, you know? And he's in the middle of the road on a very narrow street where, you know, cars have to constantly pull over for another car that's going in the opposite direction. So I freak out because I'm like, this guy's like, he doesn't care that my car is right here. He's not gonna veer off to the side a little bit. So I pull over, I veer over, and as I veer over, I smack my side view mirror into a moving truck. A moving truck, not a moving vehicle, but like a moving truck, like a U-Haul. And I'm just like, okay, that's the type of day I'm having today. This all happened within 3 minutes. Okay, I accept that this is what's happening today. You know, then from there, I was a lot more sensitive to like anything. I felt like I didn't do a very good job on my scene for class, and then I had to rush to get back to get the dogs from the dog groomers because they closed earlier and class went on longer than I thought it would. And then I had just a crazy upset stomach the entire day. Don't know why, but my body was like, now seems like a good day to just cleanse your entire colon. And by entire, I mean entire colon. So I'm like, okay. That was all a matter of things that could prove to be a difficult day and would make me feel like crap. But aside from all of that, like all those terrible things, I got over all of them. And then just randomly at night at like 10 o'clock p.m., I just got so sad. I just curled up on my sofa and I just sat silently, and Riley came home and he was like, what's wrong? What's going on? Why are you being so quiet? Why do you seem so sad? I just don't feel good. I don't feel right. I don't know what I feel. And he's like, well, you know, it's okay to not be okay. You know, we know what this month is for you, and we know that you're gonna have times like this. And it just made me realize that it is true. and I say this all the time, but to reiterate it, especially because there are new people that watch the content now, and I'm sure you've all been through some sort of loss, that it is okay to not be okay and to not have an explanation or a reason or a pure understanding as to why you feel emotional or as to why you don't feel like talking. It is important to accept and realize that you might be going through something mentally, you might be dealing with anxiety, you might be dealing with depression, and taking the necessary steps to resolve that and to work through that, but it's okay. And another thing that I think is really important, this is my first year that I've had a roommate through December, because I've lived alone for several years now, and when I get like this and friends try to come over to be around, I tell them not to come over because I want to be alone and I want to be depressed, and I don't know, I am so insanely lucky to have someone like Riley, because he is so good to me. He's so good to me. And guys, yes, he's just my best friend. He's into boys, I'm into boys. We're not into each other. I know you guys some of you guys are like, are they dating? No, when I say I'm so lucky to have him, I mean just in my life, just as a friend, because there have been so many moments where it would have been scary mentally to be alone. I don't know what I would have done. And Riley is this consistent thing in my life that lives next door to me. Literally, here's my bedroom door, here's his bedroom door. And he's patient, he's understanding, he's truly been a rock for me. And for any of you guys that are going through a really difficult loss, or going through the next year and that, I guess, anniversary of the loss of someone, just surround yourself with people that love you, and not the kind of person that's like, oh my god, I love you so much. I mean people that at their core would do anything for you, and hopefully you have that same connection with them, that you do anything for them, because they will not let you suffer or be a pity party, or they'll let you process the emotions and they'll talk you through it and they'll be there with you through it. And I am so thankful. I'm not gonna cry. I've done really good. I felt the tears coming and I'm like, I swallow them back into my soul. But not that crying is a bad thing, but I just, don't like crying. They will be there for everything. Last night when I was feeling super emotional and just like lying on the sofa and feeling super sad, Riley was like, hey, do you want to like go lay in your bed and just like cuddle and talk? And I was like, oh my god, yeah, that sounds amazing. We went into my bedroom and we just like laid down together and we just talked about anything. He talked about his day, I talked about my day, we talked about boys, we briefly talked about my mom, and I'm just so grateful. And I hope that you guys can find that for yourself during your difficult time of the year. I really just wanted to come out here and talk. There was no goal in this video other than to just acknowledge this month. It feels wrong for me to not acknowledge this month. And this will be the first time since I've had a YouTube channel and I've tried to do Vlogmas that I'll very likely put up a video on December 20th, and I have no idea what it's gonna be. I don't know if it's gonna be a video acknowledging, my mom's passing. It might not be, because sometimes I worry that I'm exploiting her and I don't want to exploit her death. I know what she was to me, and I know how I miss her, and I know, that's something for me to experience. And it's this uphill battle of, you should put out something acknowledging your mom, but it's like, even just me saying, hey guys, today is the day that my mom passed away, I think about her always. I think that goes much further than making it this whole thing, because then it's just, I don't want to exploit her. You guys know what you know about her, and I know what I know about her, and there are things that can be kept private and that don't need to be exploited. And she's so near and dear to my heart that it is difficult for me to come on here and talk about her, because I will never forget the day that I'd put up a picture of my mom on Instagram. Back when I was getting 300-400 likes, my Instagram was just starting to grow, and someone started saying terrible things about her of a picture that I had put up of her. So it's hard, it's scary. I mean, that's my mom. I don't want people to say terrible things about her. Like, she's gone. People have to respect that part. But yeah, December is hard. December is a hard month. Even going on 7 years, I miss her so much. I guess if there's anything that I'd want to say to you guys, it would just be love your parents and let them know they're loved, and remind them every day that they're not something to take for granted. Because to me, it's the coolest thing ever when my friends are like, I talk to my mom every day, or we're going on a vacation together, or we're gonna do this, or we're gonna do that. I'm like, oh, that is so cool. That's so awesome. Like, you're able to do that. And I pray that nothing ever comes in between you two. I hope she lives a very long life, and I hope you do too. That way you guys can continue being close in such a way. Being parentless is tough. I don't have a mom or a dad. I don't have a mom or a dad sending me a text to check in and see how my day is, or share my accomplishments with, or my bad days with. I don't have that. So if you guys have that, be so grateful, and look at me and my lack of parents, as depressing as that is, and be grateful, and tell them you love them. Send them a text right now and just say, I am so lucky to have you in my life, because you are. Parents can be difficult. You can be difficult. Just be good to them for my sake. Damn it, I started crying. And if you don't have your parents anymore, or your grandma who might have been a mother figure to you, or a brother that was a father figure to you, or, you know, whatever you identify with as a parental figure, just know that it is going to be okay, and that there are so many awesome, exciting things waiting for you. So many great things. But you can't experience those great things if you're not here to do it. So take whatever time you need to feel, but if it begins to affect you and your daily life and your accomplishments and your eating and whatever, please get help and talk to friends and talk to people, because I know what that's like, for it to debilitate you so much. I remember what that is like. I remember going to bed. That's the worst part. No one ever talks about this, is when you go to bed the night that they passed away and you wake up and you realize they're not there anymore. Because you wake up so groggy, you maybe just had a dream about them, and you wake up and they're literally not there anymore. It's just tough. It's just tough. We're made to be amazing things, and we need to make those people proud, because likely they sacrificed a lot for you. Whether they're alive or not, they've made sacrifices for you, and there's no denying that. You are loved, you're precious, you're more than what you think of yourself. You have people supporting you, even me. You have people backing you. Your life is precious, your life is valuable. You deserve to be here. You have a place here, and you mean something. Stay and do great things and be a part of the world. Make a change, whatever that means to you. I love you guys a lot. I really do. Damn it, stop crying. I love you guys so much. Thank you for being a community that has taught me so much about myself and about you guys and about the world. I'm so grateful for every single one of you. I really am. You guys make my life better. You truly do. And thank you for always listening to me, no matter how boring it might be, or no matter how endless it might feel. Thank you for sticking around. I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Besitos.